All right, YouTube, once again, it's Kennard Vernon Stewart here for the podcast for your rush hour, especially as you guys continue to do your Christmas shopping. Want to give a happy holidays to all the subscribers and folks who will be visiting Vernon Speak Sports Auburn, talking about Auburn football. And as always, it's great to be an Auburn Tiger, War Eagle. Talking about Bo Nix today, the SEC Freshman of the Year. Bo Nix, quarterback for the Auburn Tigers, 5-star recruit out of Pinson Valley High School, won a couple of state championships there, garnished just about every possible award that you can name out of high school. Very good GPA, very great statistically, especially showed a lot of promise, especially in zone read, run pass option type situations. The biggest surprise came though, this is the benefit of being an early enrollee. Bo Nix actually early enrolled last year in 2019, had a chance to participate in spring training. He and Joey Gatewood were pretty much neck and neck. You can see some of the old videos I did, pretty much neck and neck throughout the spring, throughout the summer. Then a couple of weeks before the Oregon game, Bo Nix was named the starter. To many subcultures of the Auburn fan base's dismay, because a lot of folks were thinking, okay, we're going to get back to the run pass option / zone read with Joey Gatewood. He's reminiscent of Cam Newton. A lot of his teammates say, hey, it's just like Cam Newton. He's very hard to tackle. He's got a great skill set as a quarterback. And I don't think any of this is a fallacy. I really think Joey Gatewood, equally opposite, could have been just as good for this particular offense as Bo Nix was. But Gus Malzahn, as the play caller, as basically the offensive coordinator, decided that the skill set that Bo Nix brought to the table gave Auburn a better opportunity to be successful than Joey Gatewood. You can't help but to respect it. He's the man in charge. It is what it is. Now, throughout the season, though, especially the subculture of the Auburn fan base that thought that Joey Gatewood should have been the starter, I mean, if Bo Nix sneezed wrong, it was like, hey, put Joey Gatewood in. I, for one, was one of those kind of guys, because I look at games like the Florida game, or not necessarily the LSU game, but the Florida game was the one that really stuck out at me as a game that I think Auburn should have won. And I think this was a game where Bo Nix really performed epically terribly, to where I think he could have finished that game out, but I think Gus Malzahn should have given him a little relief, especially in the early going. Just kind of take him out, sit him down and, kind of regroup things. But Gus Malzahn kept him out there, kept him engaged, kept him, involved. And, Auburn had some opportunities. Gus Malzahn actually dialed up some pretty good plays. But that Florida game, in my opinion, guys, was the game that really was the more disappointing outing for Auburn this particular year, because I really felt like that Florida game was one that Auburn should have won. But either way, we're talking about the SEC Freshman of the Year, though. Out of all the adversity, everything involved with Bo Nix this particular year, all the criticism, do I think he deserves it? I mean, that's a matter of, objectivity. But when I think of all the true freshmen and all the adversities that come with it as a true freshman, as starting true freshman, especially being a starting quarterback for arguably the toughest schedule in college football, and to be able to succeed at the level that Bo Nix has, he hadn't thrown an interception since the LSU game. He actually helped elevate Seth Williams' stats. Seth Williams has 200 more yards this year than last year. the offense, although seemingly not as productive, they really weren't absolutely horrible. The good news is Auburn actually showed up for once for the teams that they're supposed to be, like Mississippi State, Texas A&M, Ole Miss. Blew them out of the water. That's what you have to do. That's something that Auburn hadn't done in the past in 2018, losing to Mississippi State and Tennessee that year. So, do I think Bo Nix deserved the SEC Freshman of the Year? I will say yes. I think he dealt with the most adversity that a freshman had to deal with. I think he dealt with the most criticism that a freshman had to deal with, true freshman had to deal with as a starter. I think he was the least protected to a certain degree, because you look at Derek Stingley from LSU. I mean, that squad was good. You know, I think LSU as a team was just too good overall. No adversity for him to be the SEC Freshman of the Year. Just my opinion. I think he's a great player. I think he's an SEC All-American or whatever you want to call it. I think he's a great ball player, but he did get exploited against Florida and a couple of other teams. But overall, I think Derek Stingley had a pretty solid year. But when you talk about harsh criticism, having to deal with a quarterback controversy well into the time that Joey Gatewood actually left Auburn, I think it's really no argument as to whether Bo Nix should have been the SEC Freshman of the Year. Not many true freshmen from a maturity level and just a stick-to-itiveness level could have done what Bo Nix did. Let me know your opinion in the comment section. I think Bo Nix deserves SEC Freshman of the Year. If you don't think so, put it in the comments. That's cool too. I would implore you to please be respectful, because it's not that serious for the disrespectful comments. But if that's what you do, that's what you do. Go ahead and like this video, comment, and subscribe to the channel. And as always, it's great to be an Auburn Tiger, War Eagle.